I was never a bad person. When I was brought into this lifestyle, I really had no way of knowing how to handle everything. So certain things kind of threw me off, and people threw me off, and I had people that I trusted really break my trust. And so it kind of changed my perception of how I viewed people. And so I'd step into situations and immediately think that they have other preconceived notions or have other things going on in them. And I distanced myself. And so that made it seem like I was being a jerk, which was only a defense mechanism for myself and to protect me and protect my heart. But I'm finally at a place where I've gotten so many people supporting me and loving me through it all that my whole perception has changed, and I'm able to step into situations unfazed. And like, even if they are thinking that, it's not going to change the way I view people. There's times where I'm just like, man, this is a lot. I just want to go home. I'm just like exhausted. I'm tired. But I just also remember what I want in life and what I'm striving for. And I'm striving for the best career possible, and to have the most people be able to listen to my music and be touched by my music. Basically, for a while there, I felt like I kind of lost my purpose, or felt like I lost my purpose. And I feel like I finally got my purpose back. And I just want people to be encouraged by that and be inspired by that and know that, hey, maybe I lost my purpose, or maybe I don't know what my purpose is, but that word is so important in life, just to have something to reach for and have that purpose. And I think my purpose is to inspire people and use my platform to help people. A lot of celebrities and a lot of people lose their ability to communicate with normal people. And it's because they get to a point where they don't have to engage and respect someone else's thoughts and respect, because it's all about them and people around them and laughing at jokes that aren't funny. And I had those people around, so I know. And I thought, oh, I must be the funniest dude ever, because everyone's always laughing at everything I'm saying. But it got to a point where I was just like, I could feel it. I don't feel happy. All these people are smiling around me and making me feel like but it's unauthentic. Sometimes as challenges come at us in all shapes and sizes, sometimes it's reflecting on the blessings in our life that get us through those chapters. And so, yeah, sometimes it's like, if someone who I'm is going through some stuff and I'm dealing with whatever issues I'm dealing with on a day-to-day, like thinking back to, wow, like I prayed for a wife. I wanted, that consistency in my life. And here I have this beautiful blessing in my life that often can just be overlooked because we're just, living together day by day, and, challenges come up and insecurities come up, and you start to kind of take for granted the person that is with you. But if you can remember, like, hey, I prayed for this moment, I prayed for this person, and here they are. There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape for me. I was just young, like everybody in the industry and people in the world who experiment and do, just normal growing up things. But my experience was in front of cameras, and I had a different level of exposure and people, and like I had a lot of money and a lot of things. So then you have all these people around me just kind of hanging on, wanting stuff from me, knowing that like I was living this lifestyle that they also wanted to live, drinking, smoking. I just didn't know what the heck was going on, and so I really took a deep dive in my faith, to be honest. I just went deep into I believed in Jesus, but I never really when it says following Jesus is actually turning away from sin. The way I look at my relationship with God and with Jesus is I'm not trying to earn God's love by doing good things. God has already loved me for who I am before I did anything to earn and deserve it. I'd had really bad examples of Christians in my life.
who would say one thing and do another. So they were my direct example of who Jesus was.
I'm gonna do this so that God can love me. I'm gonna, like, if I show up wearing this, like, he'll respect that, you know? But that's not what God is. Like, if God is based on love, it's I love you first, regardless of what you do, rather than you do this and then I'll love you.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you can go do what you want, but if God's based on love, like, if I love my girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna want to cheat on her because I love her so much. It's not like, if I don't cheat on her, she's gonna love me more, or you know what I mean? It's like you develop a relationship with God so that you don't want to do that other stuff.
Yes.
You don't want to be judgmental. You don't want to hurt people. I think relationships for anybody they're hard to navigate. You know, it's a constant, dance, if you will, and. Yeah, I think being inspired by my relationship has, definitely produced some great music, and, sometimes you got that writer's block or whatever, but, I said it before, but love is kind of like the foundation of life, and love being the foundation of kind of like music in general. So it's important to me that I'm singing about kind of what I'm living. There has to be an ultimate goal that far exceeds the painful reality of people's opinions. So I think for me, that is identifying my why. Here I have this opportunity to go to the studio and make something with this gift that I've been given. I don't have the gift of, I don't have much of an education. So it's but I do have one gift, and that's to make music. And so if I can use that to bring people some sort of rest and reprieve and escape from their day-to-day struggle, that's ultimately what I want to do. I want to just be in the people business, and I want to keep connecting with culture, and as long as people want to hear from me, then I want to continue to give them records and content, whatever that looks like.
I don't know if I'd be alive for sure. It was dark, really dark. So I'm very, very grateful to have influences in my life that have played a huge part in me seeing their relationship with Jesus and their relationship with their wives and their relationship with their kids, and saying that's what I want, and striving after that. So I feel like God's, when he sees us, he's not this God that a lot of people think that's judgmental, and he's a God that accepts us for who we are and loves us through our pain and through our dirt. Jesus wasn't this religious elite guy that, came to, but he was in the dirt, and he found me in my dirt and pulled me out. And that's why my story, that's why I'm not afraid. I want to talk about without forcing that into people's. I never want to be someone that's trying to persuade anyone to believe in what I believe. I think God persuades people, but I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully learn from it.